Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week. There's mixed news to report regarding youth crime and gang involvement in Durham. The City Council received an update from the Gang Reduction Strategy Steering Committee during its September 20th work session. The efforts of the committee are focused on addressing disconnected youth between the ages of 16 and 24.
And by disconnected, we mean that they are not in school and they're not employed. So Durham has about, in that age group, 11% are disconnected.
Of course, one of the areas of most concern is the connection between those young people, gang activity, and crime. A problem that's hard to pinpoint because it's difficult to assess the level of gang activity in Durham.
From police reports, we know that only about 4% of crimes are actually gang related. In other words, it's a crime that was committed for furtherance of the gang. So there was a robbery where the proceeds of that robbery were used to, say, buy guns for the gang, something like that. And we see very few incidents where there are gang members assaulting each other, so a gang-related crime. What we do see is a lot of crime committed by youth who are in gangs that are just crimes of opportunity. So they may be hanging out at the street corner and they may see an unlocked car and they may decide to take the stereo out of that car. So a crime of opportunity, not a well-planned crime.
While there are still many challenges in addressing crimes committed by young people and crime overall, there are several positive trends to point out.
We see in our community that when surveyed, Durham citizens feel much safer in 2012 than they did in 2010. They feel safer in their own community, on their own block and in their homes, and they feel safer going out into the community, say going downtown to a ball game. We also find that we compare ourselves with other cities, our peer cities in the southeast, and we compare our crime rates with those cities, and we find that there's some very positive indicators there as well.
In order to further that type of progress, the city and county are supporting prevention and intervention measures geared toward reaching disconnected youth.
There are a lot of grassroots efforts in the community. There's nonprofits doing things, after-school programs, mentoring programs, programs to assist youth who have dropped out in getting their GED. What we want to do as the steering committee is make sure that these efforts are coordinated, that there's not overlap in the efforts, and making sure that as we fund some of these agencies, we are only funding the organizations that are really doing the best job possible. They're serving the most kids for the amount of money that they're allocated, and they are able to report their results.
In addition, the committee is sponsoring an ongoing series of meetings for all agencies serving youth in Durham. Northeast Central Durham is getting a big boost from something that's been needed in the neighborhood for years: more retail shopping. A grand opening event was held on September 27th for the newest Sav-A-Lot store located at 812 Liberty Street. Sav-A-Lot is a national chain that offers grocery and household items.
Typically when we open a store we like to just celebrate. We like to present the store to our customers.
City and Sav-A-Lot officials say the store represents more than just a grocery store. It fills a void and represents an investment in the community.
We always go into communities, in particular communities that have a need for a grocery store that will come in, serve quality products like produce, meats, groceries, and other items. But not only sell you those products, but sell them to you at typically up to 40% less than you could buy them in conventional grocers. And no better time than now, as economic pressures are on, is the need as great as it is now. So for us to have the opportunity to open up our first of many stores here in Durham, we're excited about that.
I'm really proud to see that the city is partnering with Sav-A-Lot and the community to provide a resource that will contribute to the nourishing and healthy environment for Durham residents in general, and specifically for residents in Northeast Central Durham.
The opening of the store provides yet another example of how public-private partnerships can benefit the city overall.
Primarily, the Environmental Protection Agency had a grant, Brownfield grant, which allowed us to do the environmental assessment on this property in order to make sure that it was safe to open up a grocery store. But again, it's the type of public partnership that makes for great things happening in our community.
In honor of the new store, Sav-A-Lot made a $5,000 donation to the Durham Diabetes Coalition to support programs such as cooking classes, nutrition education, exercise programs, and diabetes support groups.
This contribution will make a huge difference in our fight against diabetes. You know, in North Carolina, more than 9% of our population, adult population, they have diabetes. But in Durham, we're going to be different. We have an opportunity to move the dial. Partnerships between Duke, the Durham County and Durham County Health Department, and our community, members of our community. We plan and we work very hard. We're working very hard at finding ways to make a difference in Durham.
Sav-A-Lot owns or licenses more than 30 stores in North Carolina. The city, in partnership with many local agencies, is continuing its efforts to support the work of minority-owned businesses. Events associated with Minority Enterprise Development, or MedWeek, were held throughout Durham during the week of October 1st through 5th. MedWeek is held every year to celebrate the achievements of minority business owners and to affirm the idea of equal opportunity in business. If you haven't weighed in yet on Durham's long-range transportation plan, you still have time. Find out how when City Hall this week continues.
Along with weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back. We want to offer this reminder now that you have until October 10th to give feedback on the region's 2040 Metropolitan Transportation Plan. The City Council received an update on the proposed alternatives that have been developed as part of the plan during its September 20th work session. If you have not been able to attend any of the workshops, you can offer your input through the website listed at the bottom of your screen. After the public comment period ends, a draft for a single alternative that best meets all the transportation plan's goals will be developed. There's more reason to take pride in the way Durham manages its tax dollars. The city ranks second in the state for collecting the taxes it was owed by businesses and residents last year, meaning the services based on that revenue can continue to be provided at a high level. With just over $129 million in taxes billed and just over $128 million collected, Durham has a 98.75% collection rate. The county also ranks second in collections with a 98.86 collection rate. Of course, some of the money collected on behalf of the city goes to support public safety services in Durham. Find out how the fire department is taking a different approach to keeping you safe throughout the month of October when City Hall this week continues.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Siller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing. Believe me, I'm good at it.
Once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell him.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? He needs something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED Pep Talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
That's low. That's low.
Look, he's blushing.
Welcome back. The Durham Fire Department is going to new heights in honor of Fire Prevention Month. On October 9th, firefighters will stage a rooftop rescue as well as host additional activities at Northgate Mall. The event is set to kick off at 9 a.m. and will go through 2 that afternoon. The activities are geared toward helping families develop at least 2 ways out as possible escape routes in case of a fire. For more information, visit the fire department's homepage on the city's website. That does it for this edition of City Hall this week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Those links are listed on your screen and can also be found on the Public Affairs homepage on the city's website. And of course, you can still find us on demand on DTV8's webpage and on the city's YouTube channel. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us.